Suave and debonair, you see. Right. Lurchy, whenever you're ready, you can kick us off.
Okay. I'll just wait a bit.
Why are you waiting a bit? Why are you waiting a bit? Oh, name. You had one job.
Right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Spotted Radio. This is Doghouse Spotted Radio.
I'm not going to speak on this intro on Twitch either.
No, there's no point. We're getting feedback here. Oh, nice.
Oh, right. We've got a little problem.
What have you done?
Right. Let's start the show.
Okay.
Spotted Radio. This is Doghouse Spotted Radio.
Come gather round, all ye bastards, and raise up a calm to the stars.
Oh, sounds got it. Oh, it seems that when we start speaking, Lurchy, it kills the music a little bit. We override it a little bit, yeah. So, hello there, folks, and welcome to this episode of the DHB Radio Show. Of course, I am the most handsome man in podcasting, Scott, the Sasquatch Taylor, joined by the wonderful Tilly Butcher, Lurch Monster 61, Hayton Road, Aberdeen. We are doing a very experimental show tonight because, of course, Aberdeen and Aberdeenshire is completely waterlogged and lost with rain and all that kind of bullshit. So we are on the Discord. We're recording this. Well, we're using Discord for the video feed, and we are recording on like 3 different things through OBS, through Audacity, through your board, Lurchy. So we should be covered. But we were going to be together tonight, and we were going to have a Coops. But seemingly, the Coops is trapped in Dundee. Her and the man Wiggs, her other half, have been down there for a dirty weekend. And they've been, through a power of shagging, I imagine. I bet she's been thrown about like a wet tracksuit. And so they've been down there banging away. Can't make it back for the show, however, because, of course, the roads are all waterlogged and knackered. But luckily, through the magic of technology, Lurch and I are together. Over the internet.
Yeah. Catch a groove now, Maynard. Catch a groove now.
That's the best intro I've ever heard. Although what's the one I like the best? The one I like the best is the one with the...
Rockin' and swing, sing, Mr. Lurch, you keep me rockin', Mr. Lurch, you keep me rockin', Mr. Lurch, you keep me rockin' and swing, sing. Ooh, I just love you so, never, ever, ever gonna let you go. So I get my hands on love me. Ooh, I just love you so, never, ever, ever gonna let you go.
This could be an unmitigated disaster tonight because Lurchy has control of the soundboard.
And he's got bells.
He's got, buttons and bells. Oh, nice, Lurchy. How the fuck are you doing, pal?
Hello.
Shalom. We've obviously all our plans, the best laid plans of mice and men. Take it to the bridge. Have all fallen short because of the weather. However, so we had some plans. We had some plans for some big reveals. We had a big reveal that you had planned that you're now putting on ice until the next show. We had a big reveal that we had for the Coops that again has been put on ice for the next show. Everything's been like shat upon and cast aside, cast asunder.
Because you couldn't be fucked coming out your house.
Well, I couldn't. I did. I did. I fancied it, but then I was like, the weather's shit. The roads are all. There's a yellow weather warning for the roads tonight. I thought I can't do it. It's gonna be a stramash to get to Aberdeen and back in the pissing rain. That back road I normally take to your place, the shortcut one, is a nightmare at the best times. But pissing rain and wet will be even worse. So why risk my life for a podcast where nobody appreciates me? You know, everyone loves the hot sauce. Everyone loves the hot sauce. Everyone loves the lurchy perchy bit of face. No one loves a Sasquatch.
You know why, Scott?
Why is that?
Because we make the effort. Make the effort.
You make
the effort for you is just come at your house.
I'm the one who has to drive to your fucking pit. What do you mean agoraphobic? How dare you, sir?
Well, you look like you're living in fucking Fritzl's fucking basement just now.
This, however, is DHB Studio Garagio
Is that my
1.0.
cooler behind you?
No, as a fuck. We on about cooler. I've got no idea what you're on about, pal. What are you speaking about? That is your cooler, actually. Yes, this cooler line here is yours, Lurchy. I'll bring it in the next show, I promise. I keep forgetting. It's just sitting there gathering dust now and holding dead things from what I can gather inside. So yeah, this is my garage that I've converted into a bit of a man space, which is wonderful. So what I've done is, like, I've got my good microphone out here as well too. I've got a little mixing board here I can use. I've got the old mixing boards here for the show as well too. The old Zoom here as well, sitting outside. My monitor. Why the camera's so high here is because my monitor is a 30-odd-inch TV, 30-inch TV that I've pulled in as a monitor, which is fucking glorious, by the way. Everything's in HD, everything's huge. Your heat's fucking massive, by the way. I don't know if you're missing a chromosome or two or have a couple of extra ones, but Jesus Christ, that forehead is like a projector screen by itself.
Go fuck yourself.
That's rude. That's fucking
you're
rude.
fucking a waff at me. You're feeling Billy Big Bollock.
Oh, it's amazing. I can sit here. I can mute you if you piss me off. It's fucking wonderful. I can't do that at your place. I don't have to smell that fucking cigarilla bastards either when I'm recording a show, which is gold.
I've been good for the past couple of shows, okay?
Well, you have been better, I must admit. There's been less kind of smoky stramash going on.
Hold on. I'm accepting all cookies.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
You're used to saying your entire life. Accept all cookies.
Yeah, that's why I've not got a fucking buff body, because I accept all cookies. So, Lurchy, what's been new with yourself? Have you had... So we've obviously been discussing in recent weeks their dramas with, other companies. We've been discussing dramas with your personal life. Has everything been good for you this week? Because you've seemed a bit low of recent weeks. You seemed a bit not quite yourself, which, quite frankly, pleases me, because I do enjoy seeing you fucking miserable. But, it's... I think... listener-wise, they'd like to hear a more robust and full of life Lurchy.
Can I be honest?
Do it.
I'm on the bones of my arse just now.
Oh, what? Oh, for fuck's sake. Financially.
Things are hard.
Financially.
It's hard times, Daddy.
So you were saying, obviously, we talked before we started recording the show as well too. You were mentioning about how things, like certainly business-wise for you especially, and for butchers overall, are suffering a pretty hard time with the way the markets are going, the way the money's going. Everyone's kind of fucked up.
These buying habits seem to be fucked up now. I think folks seem to forget that you're being offered a quality fucking premium bit of fucking life from It comes an echo in, and it's near their fault though. Thatcher's Britain.
Well, that's kind of what I was going to say, is that could the part of the problem be as well, which affects many retailers like your good self, maybe not quite as big-headed, but certainly good retailers, is that everyone's fucking tapped out. Like, to give you an example, and we're probably going to have a bit more of a serious show tonight, I think, because we've got a few things we can discuss that are a bit more serious. But
well, let's do the serious shit, and then for the closer, my closer, we can talk about Kyle getting drunk with my sister.
Oh, I want to hear about that. Like, some of the serious shit is... For example, like, things are tough here at DHB headquarters, Garagio 1.0, because like we had a big old.
On, it's obvious.
Well, I know I've got a ring light up here above my head, which is giving me like a soft. It's bathing me in a soft light, so it hides my impurities. And I've got the big light off because it's not like black pillow illuminations here. Is that things like our mortgage? As of February, it jumped by £200 like 2 months ago. It's looking like it's going to jump again by a further, why are you laughing? By a further £200 in February. So we could be like £400 a month worse off because of this fucking inflation racket, because of Brexit and because of all this bullshit that's wrecked the economy. But oh no, keep voting Tory, keep voting them in. Wonderful fucking job they're doing. But so yeah, everyone's tapped out, which means even our good selves, like, going to the butcher is a luxury now rather than before where it was like, oh yeah, we'll go and get our weekly shop from there or a weekly meal plan from there. Now it's like, I can maybe afford a pun of mince, but that's about it. I'm fucking tapped out.
But you see, with me, it's nae, because I've nae put my prices up.
Well, no, you haven't. No, your prices have stayed. You haven't included inflation in your prices. Yeah.
They've stayed the same. But this is a problem. Like, if I do put them up, I'm fucked for where I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of budgeted restraint for there. But my overheads, and you're saying that your mortgage has gone up. My electricity is more expensive than my rent.
What? Holy shit.
Me getting my bins emptied is more expensive than my rent.
So you as a business have to pay more for your bins to get emptied?
Yep. I am.
Then your rent is
£560 this month to empty the bins for a month.
That's mental.
I am.
Holy shit.
From £300-ish a month for electricity, I'm at £1,200 a month.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And I'm laughing because it's fucking horrifying.
I
know exactly. I'm laughing because it's horrifying, but it's a proper issue where everyone's fucking suffering right now. And yet the Tories, I mean, it irked me, standing up on that stage saying, oh yeah, we're making things better. You've had, 13 years to make things better, and you put the economy in the fucking pan, you've wrecked the whole thing, and what else is going to get better? Nothing's getting better, everything's fucked. We're all...
The farcical thing with the wages as well. So my apprentice Jay, when I met him, because he's a butchery apprentice. When I was an apprentice, and I feel like an old man when I say it was £2.50 was what I got paid, right?
Okay, £2.50 per hour.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus wept.
I managed the shop, and I completed my apprenticeship in a year and a half instead of 4 years. So technically, I should have been getting a better fucking slice of my. What I made work-wise, because I made a lot of money for a lot of places.
So you accomplished your apprenticeship in a year and a half, so that means that you're not actually technically a qualified butcher, because you haven't done the full 4 years.
The entire training was done, so I had certificates, I had everything, right?
Okay. So,
managing a shop and all that kind of stuff. When I got an apprentice, the minimum wage for an apprentice is now I think it was £4.49 or something.
Okay.
So I gave my apprentice $6.50 an hour because he had a house, he had he had rent, he had all these things to pay. So I thought that'll help because when you are a new employee, you are a liability until you become an asset once you're fully trained.
Okay.
So I paid him that. And then, of course, it wasn't enough. So I put him up by £1 an hour. And then the little fucker turned 21. So he automatically went on to $9.50 an hour.
Oh, right. Okay.
And now I think minimum wage is nearly a tenner, which is all good and well. But if you're not creating revenue for the business, you're costing money at an exponential rate. So it is difficult. The minimum wage has gone up, but then that's difficult for a business owner. I had to cut my wages every time someone's wages went up.
Oofed.
Because you've still got to make that circle not be in the red, be in the green. So
of course, yeah.
How do you save money? Stop your own fucking money. So I haven't technically really been paying myself properly for about 3 years now. And for the past 6 months, I've been working for free. So
oh, shit.
That's great eating into your savings because this bullshit's going on.
Holy fuck. It's I mean, everyone complains, of course, about their own personal selves. Like, even here, like the mortgage and electric and whatnot as well, too. But you also, you forget how much this is completely damaging businesses. Small businesses certainly are getting absolutely hammered with this carry on.
There will be a time where there is one bank, one supermarket, and you're fucked. Getting the freedom of choice. Nobody thinks you've got the freedom of choice. You don't.
It's going to go the same way as China, where they're going to have like social payments. So you'll have to do certain things or be a certain level before you're allowed to buy things or certain things or do certain things, where you have to earn a certain degree of social credit. And then we'll have chips. We'll have chips planted into our hands, not fried chips, of course, just regular chips into our hands that we'll have to use to scan shit. I mean, already, like, I'm guilty as well of like using my phone to just scan everything to pay for everything, and you lose track of how much money you're actually fucking throwing out there because it's not physically in your hands. And
that's the general idea, though.
Pretty much, yeah. And then everything, of course, is tracked. So everything you buy, everything you do, is tracked over by the overlords. They all know what you're doing all the time, what you're spending your money on. So yeah, we're pretty much fucking doomed, essentially. How the fuck do we? Well, kinda like here we are. Like, here's me, Joey Blogs minion, right? And I'm caught in that kind of trap of, the way that you can get out or get yourself to to earn money is to, I would say, is to invest. You invest in things that can bring you an income back in. You invest in things that will bring you like a revenue back for these things, and that's how you kind of gain wealth, essentially. But you're caught in a trap when you're a working class person, because everything you bring in from your graft and your hard work is going straight back out to bills, mortgage, electric, council taxes, internet.
You're taxed on tax now, basically.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So you're at a point where you have nothing spare then to invest and try and gain any kind of wealth. You're caught in that trap of perpetually being down on the bottom and not getting the way to climb back up again, which is the hard part. We had to buy a bigger home because our family was extending. We had no space for the little ones. Now we've got space for the little ones and a man garage for me to be manly in. But the exponential cost now with the mortgage rises, and luckily our utilities or our gas and electric are kind of covered at a lower rate until I think about 2 more years we're locked into a deal, so we're safe right now with that. But
I can't wait till you go in here and go, right, Abdi needs to buy me a bigger cup of coffee.
Yep, we're needing more coffees in the coffee link, exactly. Fuck's sake.
We're missing a trick.
Okay, what are we missing?
A wish list.
A wish list. Fucking yeah, that'll fix everything. We need to find some way of monetizing what we do here wonderfully. What about some more live shows? What if we do some live comedy content? Some live stage comedy. Because you're the man for that.
Herein lies the problem.
Mm-hmm.
If we do that, we're at a loss, because do people have the money to help us if we can't even help ourselves?
It's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
We're at the top of the food chain.
Essentially, Lurchy, what we're doing right here, I think, is a public service. Is that, people are so...
We're moaning about it and they actually out there fucking stabbing bitches. They've got billions in the fucking bank.
But...
You should be stabbing cunts. That's my social credit rating. Fuck. I'm going to be the voice. I am the V for fucking Vendetta. I'll get my fucking mask. I'll be the burnt boy for the fucking Matrix. I'll fucking kick off.
Shit.
I'll be the voice of reason. Cunts need to stop moaning on their fucking social media and fucking get out there and do something and stop fucking moaning.
Holy shit, you're kind of a real person. Could you try speaking in the microphone like a big boy? Because I noticed it's off screen there.
Shouting. Sorry, I was shouting.
Rubes in the chat room says, Doghouse OnlyFans is a niche market, but somebody will pay to see your enormous feet. No one's paying to see these big fucking hoofs. Oh, could you imagine these fucking clodhoppers on the internet? Here's £5 for a toenail. Fucking, even Jill says, Gads.
You fucking loop them in. You loop OnlyFans, you loop them in. You're fucking hooked for a month.
Oh, exactly. So, obviously, apart from the gloom and doom, Lurchy, and the depression, you've still had the hot sauce working for you kind of intermittently, haven't you, I believe?
Fucking
obviously, speaking about employee wages and whatnot and stuff and bringing folk in, you've had them in quite regularly from what I can gather.
He offered to work, right? So
right.
I thought, I'll pay him what's right. And then I showed him the money. He's like, oh, darling, no, that's too much. Oh, no, because he did fuck all, basically. He stood around and made a noise.
And sang songs.
Right? So he's like, oh, no, darling, that's too much. So then the fucking following week, because he come in an hour earlier, but he stood about and then goes, is this mince? Is this mince? Is this mince? I'm like, no, because I gave him the tickets to put on everything so you learn. And he kept putting it, is this mince? Like, Kyle, think about it. No, that's your shoes. Why are you trying to put a ticket on your shoes? Yeah? You're enormous Crocs. So the following week, because he was in an hour extra, I still gave him the same money. And he went, is that it? Is that what I'm getting? Is that what I'm getting from the hard graft? And then I'm like, Kyle, I'm not even paying myself here. And he got really upset about it and thought he pissed me off because I stood outside in the huff.
Oh, bless him.
I'm so sorry, darling. I didn't mean that. I was so ungrateful. I guess you were.
He's such a delicate wee soul, bless him.
You're such a fucking horrible little bastard. And I don't know if I want you back. Okay.
I think that we need to bring in the coffee link again for people to support the Lurch Monster. In fact, to support the wages of hot sauce, because there's nothing I enjoy more than a random video getting sent to me by your good self of your employees, i.e. your sister and hot sauce, just sitting singing songs together like show tunes and ABBA songs, and just seeing the disgust in your face outside the front door of your shop, going, what the fuck's going on inside?
It's the racket. They both don't realise that they've both got 20 stone voices. So that equals 40 metric stones of voice.
Of vocals. And neither one can hold a fucking tune.
No. And Kyle's in a fucking stage show now. That's why he can't be on the show anymore.
Can we talk about this as well? I mean, as a secret, do we know?
Defend himself?
That's a good point. Well, we can say this much, that Hot Sauce now, from what I can gather, has become too big for the DHB. In his own words, he's now too big for the DHB because he's landed himself a role in a very peak stage show that's come to Aberdeen and that he's being trained for. How's he been, Lurchy, since he got this role?
The ego on that boy is unbelievable.
Is it really?
And I bet he won't get called out half as much for this as he did yesterday. Funnily enough, when it comes time for cleaning, the boring part of the job, people called out.
Oh, called out for his work? Okay, sorry, okay.
Called it twice yesterday, and the cunt still had the cheek to ask me for money.
Nice.
Yeah, says, Kyle, technically you're due me money.
So he's obviously, because he's acted before, isn't he? He's done stage work before. He's acted before.
Yeah. If you look at his Instagram's him going,
it does.
His pout, right? He fucking, when he's on Grindr, he puts that pout on and
Have you seen his?
The worst thing in the world.
Have you seen his Grindr profile?
No, but you see him like you'll have his phone in front of him, and all of a sudden he'll just go, his lips, because he'll try and puff his lips up, and he'll be like sending it to Darkroom Sucker fucking 27 because he loves 8-year-old manies, and but his Instagram is that it's him going, if I have to read one more script, I'm going to be and this was years ago. Yet he can't even perform in here properly if I'm asking him to play characters.
Lurchy, do we know if or if not, he listens to the show when he's not on the show? I don't think he does,
I'm the only one that does.
Right,
I'm the only one that listens to this fucking show.
Okay, so can we do this then? Can we discuss what we're going to do here? Can we just not have this episode playing in the shop in case he hears what we're about to say here, okay? Is that well, obviously with our good partner's consent, can we set up like a Grindr profile, and just catfish him? Just give him the full-on catfish. Make it like we're a slender fucking toffee whipped haired, 25-year-old.
There's somebody in our circle of this show that has messaged him.
Is there?
That person that, because remember, he messaged me at like 3 in the morning, go, Lurch, is this you? And I'm like, aye, that's right. That's fucking me.
At 3 in the morning, yeah.
Right at 3 in the morning. I'm fucking still I'm trying to stop room for spinning because I'm a mad dog out there. Fucking be on Grindr. There is somebody in our ranks that is on Grindr that does not want.
Now, when you say within our ranks, as in somebody from the guest and host crew, or somebody like from the listener kind of base, we've got no idea.
We don't know. We don't know yet. Idea. But we reckon if we offer them a free T-shirt,
right? Okay, they might come forward. Okay. In
our messages, and we will keep it quiet because they're going to be an incel. They're going to be our little spy.
An incel.
They're going to work Kyle.
An involuntary celibate fucking character. Okay.
We'll be on the payroll because we'll keep it hush hush.
Well, or and let me just play this out for effect here. What we could do is we set up. Do you remember many moons ago on a previous show, long time ago, we set up that catfishing account on Plenty of Fish with the lady with the big boobies. And we had Pink run the account and read out and answer all the replies he got. And some of them were fucking gold.
It actually disgusted him.
Even he was disgusted.
Person in our fucking group. It disgusted him, some of the shit
that men were saying to him, stroke her, back then when he's, genuine little Pink.
Hey, my sister has told me, because I've actually had a go at certain people that have messaged her on dating apps like this in front of their mums for spicking my sister like that.
Really?
And that's why I'm probably skint, because that was a good £50 a week they used to spend until I had a go at the cunt.
So people who came into your shop to buy produce, who you recognised as having messaged your sister, were coming in with their parents, and you were like, wise up, cunt.
Came in. One time, I hate that I'm spicking over top of you because of the fucking lag. Yeah?
No, far away.
This guy came in once, and my sister goes, he's a fucking little cretinous cunt. He was spicking me like it was a piece of shit on Tinder once, and I logged straight into the fucking mind. And because he always comes in and orders stuff and gets his mum to come in and pay for it, even though he's in his 30s. Still gets his ma to wipe his fucking arse because he's one of those pieces of shit human being that I fucking like. I made a point of marking a cunt to him in front of his ma, and his ma went mental.
Really?
Back. So, aye. That's what you get. You fucking creep. Give me fuck like me a bad fucking name.
Holy shit, that's gold.
So, you're fucking about with stuff, are you?
Yeah, I was sorry. I was trying to fix it, but I fucked it again. Here we go. That's it. Sorted again. I was fucking with stuff. Sorry, I apologize. So yeah, well, is it cruel? Can we do it, or is it too cruel? You know, just to steam in with a few, like, set up an account. Why don't we do it? So we set up an account, right? And we have listeners submit things we can say. So we set up, like, you know, in like the WhatsApp group we have where we can, the show WhatsApp group, where we can set up maybe like, well, no, because he'll
the
see
one
that.
I'm the part of, only you get a post.
What, the one that you were invited to but you didn't fucking join because I'm a member of too many WhatsApp groups already, and I hate when things go ba-ding, 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 ba-ding on my phone, even though I can mute the fucking thing. Yeah,
Kyle added me another one yesterday morning. It's called the Butchery Bitches.
The Butchery Bitches, nice.
Just to let me know how late he's going to be that day.
So is this him, you and your sister, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, gotcha.
I think we need to employ someone to do this because our vernacular and way of talking, we're very dated and we're very obvious.
What do you mean, homie? You know, I'm down with the kids. I'm chill. You know, I'm not woke AF. I'm you know, sorry AF.
we need somebody a bit younger.
Okay, so we need somebody. Oh, we don't have anybody in the team, sadly, who's young enough. Because let's face it, we started this show 14 years ago. We weren't even young then, and now we're all fucking dog food. Basically, we're all dog food. So we need somebody to come on board who, much like Hot Sauce's age. What about your sister? No, she wouldn't do that to her bestie, though, would she?
No, but you did tell my secret that I'm saving for the end.
Are you? All right, okay.
Oh,
I'm
great.
excited.
I've been sitting on this for a fortnight. Great.
Holy shit. So, apart from that, Lurchy, anything else been new with yourself recently, last little while since the last show? We've had, has it been a 3-week break we've had since the last one? 3 week? 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks. Yes, 2 weeks since the last one, sorry. I forget my fucking dates because I've been working a whole ton recently. So, no idea what the fuck's going on.
The answer to that question would be no.
No, okay, got you.
I had to sign a release form saying that I'm not allowed to speak about what is meant to happen next week. So,
all right, okay. Can we? Obviously, the last show came out, and what people heard in their lugs wasn't quite the full show that we recorded. And looking back or going back to it as well, I think I probably trimmed away. It would have been damn near 40 minutes of audio from that last show, which was much longer than it came out as. Have you had any more dealings with certain companies at all that you've had hassle with before, or not a thing? No,
not yet. Anyway,
not yet. Okay.
No, give it time.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I strike while the iron is hot, Taylor. No one else does.
But the problem is though, is that you strike with irons hot, and you do it after like fucking 2 bottles of MD 2020, and then you wait till I get home from your house, and you wait until I've sat up for like an hour and a half editing the thing, and like moments after I've hit the publish button and it's gone online, I'll hear my phone go bloop. Okay, it's a message come through, and lurchy perchy, that's fine. Have a look at that. Mate, any chance you could delete all that thing I said about so-and-so and this and that, because it might give me trouble. Cheers, thanks. So I then have to go and delete the upload, right?
To be fair, Maynard instigated it on the last show.
But people...
He was the first one to say on the last show, you need to trim this, that, and the next thing. And I'm like, you maybe trim that. And Steve was like, you should maybe trim this as well.
So... My advice is to everyone out there: if you have a subscribed or you don't subscribe to our podcast, on any kind of podcast software, is if you subscribe, then the moment a show gets uploaded, it gets downloaded to your phone or to your device or to your computer. If you're just catching up later on through, the website or through a streaming service like Spotify and whatnot as well too, then you get the updated, newer version that's been trimmed and edited. But if you're downloading the actual file through a podcast software, you get the file as soon as it's going online. So you'll get the fresh, the unedited fucking original, essentially. So there's even more incentive to fucking subscribe to the show.
There is some housekeeping that you need to do. DHB meeting.
DHB meeting, okay, I'm here for it. Well, one thing I have to bring up for a DHB meeting is that for anybody who used Stitcher for long enough, Stitcher's dead and buried. You got a refund?
I got a £40 refund off.
Holy moly.
Good.
So yeah, they're dead and buried, so no longer can you get our show through the Stitchers.
Because I am the point of call that people come to.
Yes.
A lot of them are saying that you need to put the archive on Stitcher because they're too stupid to go into the archive part on the website.
The archive on Stitcher, but then Stitcher's dead.
Spotify, sorry.
Spotify. All right, okay. Do you really?
It only goes back to, I think, your fucking shitty Gulag shows with Steve. That's as far back as it goes, so it needs to go all the way back.
I'm sorry. Are we insulting Gulag shows here? Are we insulting Gulag and XS shows?
Yes.
When you had a show that never got released because you're like, oh, why is that fucking don't even release that show? Fucking awful. You were pulling your hair out and I hung with the damn thing.
Oh, I had
did
to
give me shit? You did, die. So yeah, but I think that's the case with most podcast kind of software. Or a lot of them.
Yeah, Spotify, the ones that I listen to, I can go back to the beginning.
Do they really? I'll need to have a look into that. Or somebody out there who's smarter than me, have a look into that. Because I'm not sure.
Message Scotty and tell him how.
Because I know that like on this podcast software that I use on my phone, you can only go back to like 25 episodes you can go back for. But I'll look into that shit. I'll have a look and I'll get that fixed. I'll add it to the list of ADHD related content that I'll never get to. That big list of I'll get that done and then never do it.
Right. Stood at the shop on Tuesday. Monday. Right. I can speak about this.
Okay.
Monday, I had a guy come in. A guy that owns he's been coming in for years. He owns like a media company or something. Never once offered to do something for fucking free for me, even though it gets a free carrier bag for the past 10 years.
Okay.
He come in with a celebrity chef.
A celeb? Oh, right. Yes.
And the celebrity chef came in and his first words to me were, all right, Shagger.
All right, Shagger. Nice. Okay.
What's his name again? Tony Singh.
Tony Singh. Now, I've never heard of Tony Singh. You did show me a photograph of Tony Singh, and it rings a bell, but I'm not a big cooking show person.
I had to do something with his Fierce Beer Lager. Apparently, Fierce Beer love this fucking thing, by the way.
Love this, this podcast?
Probably me. And
probably you, probably. And the podcast by extension, yeah.
They're fucking sound guys, because I'm constantly loaded up with beer for them, even though I only drink spirits.
I've noticed that you get a wee delivery of fierce beer here and there, of random tastes and colours.
They look after me, I look after them.
Bastards.
So it's they did a beer for Tony Singh. It was like 2. And I got a message immediately, can you make something with this? And I'm like, fucking give me some.
Okay.
So I did. And that's kind of how I got to know him from there. But he came into the shop on Monday, called my Mad Shagger, swore like fuck, and was telling me that other folk were Mad Shaggers.
Okay.
And then
now is Tony Singh like, I don't know, of course. Is he like a network TV kind of chef guy, is he, or what is he?
I think he's like a guy he's been on TV, but I think you can hire him and he comes to your house and he's like a dinner party for you.
Oh shit, okay.
Fusion Indian food and all this kind of stuff.
Can we do that for the show one time? Hire Tony Singh to come and break out this Sanjeev Kapoor tandoor. What can you do with this, pal?
Oh, I forgot to ask him about that.
Oh, you forgot about that?
Well, though, I was like completely racist straight away because I had like a delivery of curry sauces and I'm like, you ever try this stuff? You're like, curry, you ever try this? So he left, right?
Right.
And then I had to phone him and beef order, and I was kind of still a bit like perplexed and bemused and Bermuda triangled from being called a Mad Shagger.
Okay.
And I was telling
he's got a point though.
I was telling the lady on the phone that I ordered the beef from, and I said, I just had like this mad Indian guy in called my mad shag, and she was that Tony Singh? And I went, yes, it was. I've met him. He's fucking mental, is he? Went, yeah, he's pretty cool. Like, yeah.
So you met Tony Singh. Now, was there a purpose for being in the show apart from just like saying hello, Mad Shagger? I appreciate you buying his beer, or was there anything else kind of behind the whole thing?
No, he was just getting dragged in. I'm meeting another celebrity chef next week, though, but I can't talk about it.
Well, that's what I was getting to. We can't talk about it.
We got a message later on this afternoon going, can you clip that bit out for what I just said? Because I've had to sign a disclaimer, a little release form saying that I'm not getting paid and I'm not allowed to mention it and I'm not allowed to talk about it, and they might not use it, they might well.
Okay, right. So all we can say is...
Can you promise me something?
Right, okay.
That you'll release this show on Thursday.
Listen, I've got like a button I can press here on my board where I can, if I'm speaking away, if you say a name and like it cuts entirely, so I can say you fucking shit, cock shit, fuck. There you go.
That is
you've got the same one.
If you promise to release this show on Thursday.
On Thursday. Right, okay, I can do that. So we record tonight, we'll release it on Thursday. I'll upload it tonight, maybe, or tomorrow, and I'll set it so it doesn't auto-release until Thursday.
You fuck, I swear, fuck. I can't have you like fucking with me.
But then bear in mind though, however, this is a live video feed right now onto Twitch, and that video was then saved on Twitch for people to view for the next like 7 days. You might have to not say anything.
Oh, well, we'll just wait till next time.
Oh, it's painful. It's painful.
I know. It's fucking paining me because
it's like kind of cool.
To be professional, but I have shit planned.
So I think we
shared a little bit with you, but I've got shit planned.
I think for the sake of, as much as it pains me to see this, because I love a bit of like discussion on this show like this, as much as it pains me, we'll keep it for the next show, because I think if we even threaten to ruin this possible thing that could or could not be happening, I would be very sad if it didn't work out. I'll be very happy though if it does, especially some of the things you've told me.
I'm fucking sad at the fact it's not coming out till February.
Don't even say that.
I don't know if I can stay alive till then. I don't know if the business can last till then.
The problem...
Like, I've got an online shop, and yet again, cunts are not using it. Although, saying that, Royal Mail. Fuck Royal Mail, right?
Oh.
Public, clip this. Put this on your fucking YouTube. Clip it. Royal Mail, go fuck yourselves. Guaranteed next day delivery. I send it on a Tuesday, and the pure cunt doesn't get it till Saturday. And now you want to refund me because I've kicked off and he's refused it, man. I got the parcel, even though it's stinking out your fucking London, fucking Essex boy, fucking warehouse. You shower cunts.
Holy moly.
Oh, and then I sent it again the other day and it got redelivered to me.
So
3 times I've tried to send this Jinx's fucking parcel and it keeps getting fucked up.
Holy shit. And of course, I'm assuming you're posting perishables.
No, Scott, I'm posting fucking fossils from the dark ages in my butcher shop. Okay?
Listen, fucking Bell.
That's a serious question, Monsieur Taylor.
Okay.
That air like Fritzl.
Okay.
In your fucking, why have you got fucking little panes of glass at the back that are square?
Because that's the fucking garage door, you bell end, right behind me there. That's a street light outside you can see coming through the glass, right? That's the garage door.
You used to walk over on Union Street and it was like it led down into basements.
Yes. Listen, it looks like, don't make me shout, because that garage door is paper thin, right? Now, directly above me is the Bairns' room, right? So, and out that paper thin metal door is the whole world, right? So, unlike your house, where we can happily sit. Oh, Jesus wept. Oh no!
30 years to do that.
Giving you control of that board is the worst thing. Holy fuck! Oh, now I know how Pink feels. I feel like doing the sigh.
That's it. That's it. Fucked. That's it. Fucked.
That's it. Game's fucked now. That's it.
First Coop.
Coops. Well, we try phoning Coops again. So
you know what? Fuck with my settings by doing this because I have had a fucking holocaust to a fucking afternoon trying to figure this shit out.
Oh, have you? Because we did try and get Coops to end this call here, but she's busy getting pumped in Dundee. So she did say she was game to be involved with it, but
go on.
Well, we try it.
She'll be our tits and Andromeda.
Oh, she will be. Aye. So I might edit parts of this out in the recording because I am going to be faffing here a little bit to try and add Coops to this call. So let's see.
Whilst we faff, can I explain some things to the audience?
Do it.
You faff, right? Let me.
I'll faff, you yap. Okay.
So I believe that we are a comedy podcast and therefore we give you information. And what does Lurch mean by that? Well, Lurch gives us information in the form of jokes that you can use at work, the forms of sayings that you can use at work.
Right.
So I also think that history and factual information is very important. I've been watching shit about World War II and it's scary, right?
Okay.
But I also watched something about the rationing. And I immediately thought of you when I was looking at it.
Why did you think of me?
Because you'd be fucked.
What, on rationing?
You'd be like Starving Marvin on rationing.
Listen.
I'll explain something. Do you get what rationing is in volume? What you got?
No, I don't. Not entirely, no. But also bear in mind that, I may look fat, I'm just big boned, right? So I can survive pretty well, I think.
It's a big fucking hip bone.
It's a big bone.
It's a big belly button bone, isn't it?
Shut your hole, right? Anyway, so you were saying you fucking belly end.
And speaking of belly buttons, we'll transition from here because I've got a segue. So rationing, it was like per family, per household, it was £1 of meat per week.
So you've been basically in your downtime, free time, just like researching World War II rationing.
I've been watching The World at War. Okay,
right. Okay, got you.
The documentary series that Laurence Olivier narrates. I've been watching that again. And some stuff that happened then is kind of happening now, which is fucked up.
Right.
But the rationing was very factual because Britain was an island that couldn't sustain itself. It imported everything.
Okay.
For such a big fucking nation, it imported everything. So it imported food and it imported grain, which it did. And this is why your price of your food is up now, because we still import grain. And because of that war in Ukraine, the price of fucking grain went up. The price of gas went up. Gas processes grain, keeps your cattle warm, all that kind of stuff. So the folk go to me, where's the burgers? £1.10 for they've been £1 for fucking 13 years. Well, because everything. Okay. But the fact that got me was that £1 of meat. Do you know what £1 of meat looks like?
Yes.
So for a little idea, 2 chicken breasts is essentially £1 of meat. So that was meant to sustain a family for a week.
A family for a week. Even one person for a week. A family for a week.
You got so every like business was allocated a budget to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They were allocated like stock basically, and then you had to come there with your ration book and here you go, Mrs. fucking Forsyth. Here is your rations for the day.
Yeah,
which your rations for the week. Sorry, so I think it was like 8 ounces of bacon, which is less than 300 grams, which is probably 6 slices.
Okay, yeah.
3 slices, 115 grams, and it was £1 of meat, and then I think it was like 8 ounces of cheese. Your sugar was rationed as well for a long time, but for some reason, sweeties were free. Sweeties were not rationed, even though it's processed by sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Bread was rationed, everything. But the fact that we now, and this is what annoys me about like my business, I give people, if you spend £25 with me, you're getting 2.5 kilograms of meat.
Okay, yeah.
For 25 quid.
Yeah.
And that kind of, and folk go, that's not enough to sustain my family. I can't afford that because I would need 2 of them. But the fact that a family could survive on a fucking pound of fucking meat.
On 2 hen boobs.
And 2 hen boobs. Here, you're allowed to grow any veg. If you could grow something, you could fucking hate. So even like statues of like King George and all that, there was veg patches and any bit of ground would be cultivated and be grown.
Okay.
What is fascinating as fuck is how we've gone from such a stiff upper lip, fucking let's get it all done together kind of people, to this fucking upper in arses. I'm a bodybuilder that lifts weights. I need a pound of a gram of protein per pound of body weight. 5 kilos of chicken breast is what I go through in 3 days. Like, it's a fucking badge of honor.
Yeah.
Hungry cunts. And it blew my mind when I watched that, and that's all it blew. But I think we'd be fucked now.
So, I mean,
society, it would be fucked.
I'm not saying that this is bad kind of practice for a butcher, like your good self, to say to folk, look, you're buying too much meat, especially in a time of austerity. But, have you thought this through? Because if you're encouraging folk that are eating too much, then they're going to be buying even fucking less.
Well, then they can afford my pack now, can't they? That pack will do them. So, speaking of big belly button bones, it was outside the shop on Tuesday. And it was kicking off. And there was a walks by. She's probably stalking me, so she probably can't. Younger lassie, she's fine. She every time she comes in, she's got really high energy. She's a nice quiney.
Remind me to come back to stalkers. I've got one for you as well too, but you far away.
Okay, so but right, it was kicking off, and she went, "Oh, what's going on there?" I goes, "It's just typical Tilly drone, local wildlife. You should know this." And we were yapping, and then I was looking up a Dusty Rhodes promo about hard times in the wrestling.
Yes, breed hard people. Yep.
Like I feel that you and me need a green screen. You need a suit, a microphone, and I'm just going to go fucking mental.
I've said before we should do this. We're recording even like this mailbags idea, of listener emails. We record a video recording of us reading these out together. I think we should. I think we should recreate classic wrestling promos.
Here's me. Here,
I'm up for that shit.
There. So I was sitting yapping about wrestling and all that kind of stuff, and then for some reason she said to me, "Oh, you're neurodivergent like me, aren't you?" And I went, "Bitch, say fucking what?"
But listen. In her defense, that now you can't tell me that you haven't been in the shop and your fucking spidey senses kicked off, going, "Oh, you're one of us. You're one of us." You can tell. It's like you can smell it on people. Like I meet people all the time that come through my workplace and stuff, and you're like, "Oh, I can tell you're one of us. You're spicy." Oh, aye, it's you can smell it on them. You can detect the extra chromosomes.
I was a little bit offended.
You were a bit offended? Oh, bless. Because someone thought you were a bit special.
Well, then my sister started telling me about like neurodivergent traits.
Okay.
So apparently if you stand upright and your legs lock out,
yes,
you're fucked up in the head. Apparently people stand with their knees locked
in place, if you will.
Like folk will stand like that. Fucked up folk stand like that, completely straight-legged.
I have never heard that before about neurodivergency, but I'm going to look for that shit now as well.
Something to do with this, your ability to move your thumb and shit like that. Add something. Kyle, she tell it to Kyle.
The ability to move your thumb? What you mean as in like...
You like how hyper mobile your thumb is.
Okay.
Hope you've got it.
my thumb pops at the socket. You can see that on camera. It kind of pops at the... Oh,
this
nice.
For the podcast,
isn't it just I?
This is a part of neurodivergency.
Okay.
And she told it to Kyle, and he started freaking the fuck out.
Was he?
He couldn't stand properly. Legs were locked.
He's definitely a neurospicy, that boy, though. Speaking about stalkers, I think I've got... I can't see... I'm either being stalked or I'm being haunted by a Down syndrome manny. Now, no, don't laugh, because it's a bit scary, right? Now,
should see your reflection in the mirror.
No, it's not my reflection in the mirror. Walking through fucking Tesco and for the fitting rooms. Oh, you fucker! But no, it's. But speaking of Tesco, there's a big Tesco. Other shops are available in Inverurie nearby, and so I'm probably just imagining it. But this dude, a Down syndrome gentleman, and but. It seems to be like I could be walking through and I'll see him down an aisleway, but it's not like he's just walking around doing shit. He's just standing still, staring at me, right? And even when right, this is going to sound crazy. I understand this, right? I'm probably imagining it, but I could be walking through. You get the big middle aisle, and then you also get all your offshoots to your left and right. Ham and cheese, fucking beer, crisps, all that kind of stuff. And I look down, and it's not like he's been walking.
I like how in your mind that's what's in the aisles in a supermarket.
Yeah. So I look down the aisle to my left-hand side, and it's not like this person has been walking and then spotted me and suddenly stopped dead. They're already standing dead, staring at me as I come around the corner, like, oh, for fuck's sake. Now, it happened once in Tesco's. That was fine. Okay, well, maybe he's just having a wee break. Maybe his brain's farted and he's having a wee pause to reset. That was fine. And then about a month later, where was I? I was in Aldi, nearby in this same place. I was in the Aldi sort of market, and again, I was in the middle aisle of Pride. You know, the great middle aisle where you'll go in planning to buy like some frozen
beer and ham.
Yeah, cheese, beer, and ham and stuff. You know, and you come out with a fucking canoe and a 3-person fucking kayak and you know, in a scuba suit. I'm in the middle aisle looking at all the bargains because I'm fucking mad for these. But I love the bargains. It's all shit, but I love it.
Canoe, a 1-person canoe for you.
Get fucked. So I'm looking at this thing. I think it's like a toolkit thing, and it's one of these things. I've got a bad habit, and again, it's all down to the neurodivergency, is where you see a thing like, oh, look at this, it's a fucking metal embossing kit for £14.99. I could totally emboss metal, and then I'll buy it, right? I'll take it home, and it never leaves the box. It goes into a fucking shelf in my little toolbox here, and then never gets looked at again, right?
Not because you get such a fucking hiding for wasting £14 when your mortgage is just going up.
Yeah, well, I mean, even like the other day there on Friday, I was going to buy an all-day rice cooker, and I was like, I don't need a rice cooker. I've got a pan and water. I can cook rice in there if need be. But I was like, this ball here close to buying a fucking rice cooker. I've got no space left in the fucking kitchen because there's like, you know, I've got an air fryer and I've got this and I've got that bread maker and all this kind of bullshit. So anyway, I'm in the middle aisle, right? And I'm looking at all the goodies, all the fucking swag. And I turn round because you know how you can feel like just someone fucking staring at you. You know, you get up, go, oh, a tickle in the back of your neck. And he's there. He's about 20 feet away, wearing the same outfit as he did the first time, about a month before in Tesco, just standing, staring at me. Like, oh, it's a Downsy boy. Right? So, but this is not the last time, though, because then, about 3 days later, I shit you not, I'm driving to the gym. I'm heading down now. The gym, again, is in Inverary, so I'm heading through Inverary, and I'm turning into the road that takes me to the gym. And the dude is standing at the junction that I'm turning into, again, stock still, staring at my fucking car. Now, I'm either being haunted by a Down syndrome manny, or he's following me, and I'm going to get the finger. This door back here, this car's door, is nowhere near secure enough to save me from a buggering from a fucking mutant strength owning Downsy manny. Have you seen how strong they are? I used to see them powerlifting, man. They're scary.
I bet he came first. I bet he maybe stares at you and thinks, one of us.
No. I know you're going with this. No. Listen, between you and I, Lurchy, if you ask any of our audience who looks like they might have a hidden bit of Downs about them, it's not going to be me, to be fair. You know, you've got that. Like, there was, like, I saw a news article about a lady who looked perfectly normal, you know, perfectly normal kind of like, go and look at her. She had 3 kids, and all of them came out with Downs. And she's like, fuck, what the fuck's going on here, you know? So she went to get a checkup at the hospital, and they did a blood work and all that kind of bullshit. Turns out she had Downs, right? But she wasn't like presenting. It wasn't, you know, how. Again, I'm not being horrible. There's a very generic look to Down syndrome sufferers, right?
Get it out before
she didn't. She didn't have the look, but seemingly she had a soppy Downs. But didn't present. So she had no idea. Okay, I bet you think you couldn't do maths very well. You know, could punch her way through a fucking drywall wall. You know, but yeah. So she. So have you ever thought? Now I saw this and thought, if ever a man should go and get tested for hidden Downs, it's the cranium owning butcher himself. That boy with a fucking big old grin and the fucking collection of WWF belts. You know, that could be the man to go for.
It's maybe a glitch in the Matrix. Have you seen this shit?
I've heard about this shit, yes.
My sister had a full-on glitch in the Matrix experience on Wednesday.
Oh, really?
It was bizarre.
Fill us in.
She had one. She had an experience I'll tell you about. And then, for some reason, my phone started showing a ton of them. Oh. Have you heard of there's a thing I've seen on the internet. It's called Chinese Takeaway Menu Gate or something like that. It's This guy,
No.
he lives in a building, right?
Okay.
He lives in a building, and everyone's got one of these. Because I don't think they've got letter boxes in America.
No, it's like a communal kind of like wall of flaps. Yeah, you can be all mail into.
So they probably got them, but there was like a Chinese takeaway menu put into the crease of every door.
Okay.
So he left, goes to work, sees them all, comes back. Following day, he goes to work. They're all still there, like no one's been out. And then it's like a week later, they're still there.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes into the garbage and looks around, and there's dust on people's cars.
Okay.
And he doesn't quite get what's going on, but he goes outside at night, and there's lights on in certain buildings, but it's always the same light, and it's always on.
Okay.
And then he says he goes to like a coffee shop, and there's always a man in a suit, and he's having the same conversation on the phones. It's fucked up. So that was like the end of the story, but my sister had a glitch in the Matrix as well.
Uh-huh.
She had 2 phone chargers. She's only ever got one, and she's 2 of the exact same phone chargers in her bag at the same time, and she couldn't quite figure it out, and it was fucking weird. It was great. I'm going, oh, this is great. Look at you getting stressed out. And then I seen a video of a lassie, like she says every time she tried to make a TikTok about this, the phone kept deleting the video and resetting itself.
Okay.
She found, so she had like AirPods. She says, I'm poor as fuck, right?
Right.
I put the kids to bed, and I go and get my AirPods, and I'm going to put them in. So I put the right one into the charger because it's like a charging box or something.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right. So she put it in. She was going to put it in, but it was already there.
Right, okay.
So it wasn't her hand. She's like, what the fuck? And then where she normally keeps the box, there's another box. And she's like, what? Why have I got 2? So she phones her 2 friends that had been to her house that month going, have you left your AirPods here?
Uh-huh.
No. And then apparently you can name them.
You can name the pods.
They were both named the same, and they were both engraved with the same name. They're like, ooh, this is getting fucked up.
Oh, there's quite a good, again, going down a rabbit hole here, this stuff too, I'm fascinated by this. Like I've mentioned before about how I'm fascinated by the paranormal. I'm fascinated by these glitch in the Matrix things. I'm fascinated by this whole kind of, subculture of people who investigate this stuff. And
by bells, more alcohol.
Oh, bloody hell. You've even got the pour in there too. Well, because I'm working in the morning. No, I'm not working in the morning. I've got the kids in the morning, so I can't get pissed. I know it sucks, I am having a casual beer though, but that's a bit. So there's a couple of like YouTubers that I follow that make videos, or they collect videos, of glitches and spooky shit, and it's fascinating stuff. And there's one, I won't say who it is, but anyway, he gathers together a different collection of videos, and in there's glitches, and there's one glitch. Oh, there's 2 videos I saw of glitch where people in the street are all filming the sky, and they're like, well, why are they filming the sky?
A glitch in my Matrix, because that glass was full a second ago, it's empty again.
Oh my God, it's amazing that. Are you drinking straight bells? Oh, it's cola there too, sorry, I apologize. No, so they're all filming the sky, like 20 odd folk in the street, it's in the US somewhere, all filming the sky, and he films up the way, and there's a plane that's just sitting there static in the sky, it's not moving at all. And you're like, how the fuck is this possible? This plane. And then there was another video of a bird that was like, had stopped kind of mid-flight and was just sitting static in the air. And they're like, why the fuck's this bird not moving? And they're filming for like 30 seconds, and this bird's going nowhere. It's like popper wingspan out. There's nothing holding up, nothing supporting it in place. So something's fucking.
I think they're fascinating, but like I've seen a lot, like you see ones where they've clipped something to make it look like it's more dramatic or it's more fucking fit it is.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, it's now films that are black and white, and they're trying to pass it off as fact. And like that if you've seen film and you're not one of these fucking tubes that goes, I can't watch a black and white film. There's
I know, fuck's sake.
You realize, but it's crazy how like I'm very skeptical about a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Logic and things, but sometimes you're like.
Yes. Well, there's also a couple of good kind of debunkers, or I say debunkers, people who try and debunk a lot of these popular paranormal videos. And I follow them too because I like to, like you said, like to get that other angle too of like, right, I saw this happen on this video. How could that have been done? And there's a couple of guys who do like visual effects for movies. and they'll go through something and go, oh yeah, that's done by this, or fish wire to that, and then a hook to this, or blah blah, and they kind of work it all out and tell you how these things are kind of scammed. But there's a few that are like, that's got me completely fucking stumped, you know. Oh, wise up. Oh,
have you ever watched the Corridor Crew?
No, I haven't. No.
Oh, right. So they tried to do the special effect from Terminator 2. You know where he walks through the metal bars?
Yes.
They tried to redo it, like, because their computers now are meant to be a billion,
a million times better, yeah.
A billion times better than what they had, and like they struggled to do it.
Really? Holy shit!
You're like, see, this is why Terminator is a good film.
It's best. Speaking of Terminator, funny you mentioned that because I today even said today, look, are we ready to show Angus? He's 8 years old. Are we ready to show him the Terminator films?
Yes.
And I say yes. I'm totally for the yes. However, Rubes is against the idea. I have to give it a few more years yet, seemingly. Because he's a delicate wee soul, right? She's just saying no there in the chat group. He's a delicate wee soul, bless him. Now,
why?
We went, well, because look.
That's why, because he's not seen the Terminator.
Exactly, right? This is a boy who gets scared by his own shadow. Whereas his sister.
That's the best fucking age to be alive.
I know, right? Whereas his sister, who's 4, is a mental case. Now, Rubes is here saying they're 18s. Well, I mean, what are they? They're 15s maybe now, surely? Because, times have changed.
18s down to 15, so like. Even like my dad showed me and my sister Alien when I was like 8 and she was 4.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a normal human being.
Do you remember though, like when you're a kid and you're getting shown these films like Predator and Alien and Terminator and such note as well too, is that you'd say, oh, but they're 18s, you can't show kids, they're 18s, and then they would release like a line of toys based on these fucking characters. Like, well, how are you selling toys for these things if kids can't see the fucking movie,
I think what you need to do is leave it lying around for him to find then watch, because that's how I see it.
Well, I mean, he does have access to the old, Google Play library of films that I've bought, and in there is all the good shit. You see, all the Terminators. It's got all the Predator films. They're all there. All it takes is a little like point and shoot. Listen, while you're by yourself, go and stick on a bit of Predator. And
to be fair, it's like Alien versus Predator in the PG.
Alien vs Predator we don't talk about because it's not, it's despicable.
Can you imagine?
AVP 1 and 2 are two of the worst abominations I've ever seen in my life.
Because he's new and it's like PG. If he showed it them first and he thought they were amazing and said that as he got older and seen the older ones, he's like, oh, they're pieces of shit. Alien vs Predator's the shit.
If he thought the AVP 1 and 2 were excellent, he'd be kicked out of the house. Because they're just absolute abominations. They should never have been made. Fucking
then you can
awful.
afford to pay your mortgage.
Good point. There we go. Steve Source is correct. The Alien AVP should be stricken from the record. Absolute dog shit.
Why wouldn't they phone Steve?
We could phone Steve. Steve's on Discord.
See?
Can
we phone people for the chat room?
Steve. We're in a closed chat, just you and me right now. But in future, what we could do is we could just
do a show at mine and stop being so fucking new gen.
Holy shit. There's nothing wrong with the occasional online recording. Not a damn thing. It's better in person by all means. I do enjoy being at the table there watching you fucking drown yourself in MD 2020. But occasionally and then of course in here I'm safe from the haunted Downsy Manny. See, so but I'll say I'm safe with that fucking thin door.
I'm expecting to see Jack the Ripper gone mental. Right behind your little fucking Victorian Japanese style windows.
My little Victorian Japanese style windows. Wonderful, wonderful. I don't know how to add people to this actual chat here. Coops is in this chat right now. So it says.
This is the quietest she's ever been in her life.
Well, it says she's part of it, but she's clearly not in the fucking thing. So
I think Coops needs to be part of it to hear what Kyle was like when he was pissed with my sister.
Oh, no, I need to hear this. But
it's amazing.
So it does say that we have Coops. So it says it's myself, you, and Coops in this chat. She's clearly because Coops is a fucking a spazoid when it comes to anything at all. We told her to install Discord before the show.
Hey, she's a good friend of mine.
Hey, I love her to bits.
Like that.
How very dare you, sir? How very dare you? Get on.
She's a good friend of mine.
Good friend of mine too. I love the bastard.
I would never talk about it like that.
I was up, Goodine. Didn't give me your pish. So I don't know how to add Steve to this group chatty, if you will.
He doesn't want to add you, I think, because he never invites you at the shows either.
No, I can't figure out how to do it. There's nothing saying add people to call.
Add Stevesaurus.
See, Discord's great for everything apart from fucking like actual things. Hold on though. No, that's not going to work, is it? Fuck's sake. Forget it. I'm just fucking my shit now. Fucked it. Sorry, Steve. I can't figure out how I had you to call, so that's it. Game's a bogey. Fucking hell.
I can't believe you hate Steve so much.
Hate him. Despise him with a passion. He's the worst kind of bastard.
He's got he told me and Coops a very funny story on Wednesday.
Did he?
If he's like speakable, but it's fucking ace.
Oh, I can't. Like, I've got no option here to say, like, add this person to a call. Oh, that sucks balls. I would have to make a whole new call to get him to fucking in.
Like the sort of the main G for this.
The main G.
Yeah, like you were trying to tell me how to fucking do stuff, but you can't talk about. See, now you wouldn't add him.
I can't figure it out. So Steve, if you can figure it out, by all means, feel free. But I've got no fucking idea. So, so can we talk about the drunk Kyle situation?
Is that the end of the show already?
Oh, and come in video call. Can we add him? Well, let me add him to this call here. Let's see.
Yeah, fuck about.
Let's try it. Let's fuck about.
I think you should do.
What's that?
At the end of this show, clip on that other show that I gave you, the one that's not been released yet.
The
one for Steve Talks.
Really? Okay.
Add that one on.
It just says to join Steve's call. It doesn't say to add Steve to our call. So that's kind of knackered. So, fuck you, Steve. Can't get it to work. So,
at least you finally come out and said it.
Steve says, no answer. He's added. Steve, I tried to add you to the call, but for some reason it just says join your call, and then that means ditching poor Lurchy. You know, what's that about? Unless you call us both. I don't fucking know. Who knows anymore? Fuck's sake.
But it'd be amazing if I was able to add him.
It would be. It fucking would be. I've got no idea. I'm just
how's your week been, Mr. Taylor?
So I'm trying to think what all's been new with my good self this week. It's been kind of boring, as I'm old and boring. We have...
No, I think you're still doing like that.
So, Camden says, ditch Lurch.
Was he?
No,
he went in a fucking square go.
There's a Tanga Strang. So a thing happened at one of my jobs. I don't know what I can say without getting in trouble. Probably not much because it happened like yesterday. So I can't. Oh, it's too recent. I'll maybe keep it for the next show, right? What happened? Because it is quite funny, but I can't. No, I can't risk it because I'll get in trouble.
Can you? Could you make it into a story?
I wonder if I could.
So anyway, your life's clearly boring. So,
my life is clearly boring.
Any good stories in the Daily Mail recently?
Well, I do enjoy a bit of the letters page of the Daily Mail, and I did see a letter in there recently about a man who was being how can you say transferred. Oh, I can't even say it because it gives too much away. Listen, I wish I could, but it's going to get me in trouble. If anyone who's in my job can hear this or listen to this, they'll know straight away. And my job, one of my jobs, has a very strict, you can probably guess which one, has a very strict policy on things you say online. So
It does.
Damn it! Oh, that sucks. I feel bad now that I've built things up for the audience there, and I've just shut it all down again. That's not a good host by any means. I feel so bad now. But no,
I found a video on YouTube though.
Was that sorry?
I found a video on YouTube.
A video on YouTube.
How to add people to a Discord call. Accept all.
What does it say? What does it say?
Yes, you can. It is possible.
Well,
Method 1, add people using an invitation. Choose a friend.
Choose a friend.
Discord call. Call. Add people to call. Add more people to call by adding friends to DM icon.
What?
Add friends to DM icon.
Add friends to DM icon.
think it's above your head. So see the little odd friend that it's at the top of the bar.
Yes.
Him, a person with a plus mark.
Let me just quickly exit the full screen here for the Discord, and let me see. Yes, so there's direct messages, create DM.
Add friends to DM.
Add friends. There's only a create DM. There's no add friends to DM.
If Steve accepts my thing, I can maybe
give it a try. Give it a try.
So, how much money have you got left at the end of the month after picking stuff? Not a lot.
Not a fucking penny, sadly. This is making for intriguing podcasting right here as well too.
But to be fair, that we're pioneers here because we're pioneering Discord.
We are pioneering Discord here, of course. We are. This is a whole new thing to try it. We were going to try the old Skype, but it turns out that Coops had deleted that. We were going to try Google Meet, but Coops, of course, had no space in her phone left to download the app for that because she'd too full of videos and shit. And then we got her in Discord, and she's got an account in Discord now as well too. But then we got her into the call, and she dropped straight back out again. So fuck knows what's going on there. So bless her cotton socks. So yeah, Tramadol. Do you think she'll be blasted right now as well too? She'll be over tits.
Tell me about it.
Her and the boy are getting.
I can't add Steve because he's now added my friend request.
Has he not? He's the worst. He's on there bullshitting about how great he is and he's playing Warzone. Go away and go fuck to Warzone. Nobody gives a shit about you anymore, Steve. What is up with it? You dead to the world. So tell us, right, so you've had the experience of a drunk Kyle in the shop, or this kind of off-duty thing, or he was out with your sister. Now, I noticed that Kyle and your sister seem to be becoming very much besties. What's going on with that?
Kyle has completely morphed into my sister.
Really?
Yes, even the verbiage, the way they talk.
Oh, Kyle bless.
Up on that, so it's kind of.
So he's done that thing where, when you're friends with someone you respect or really like, you start adopting their mannerisms to kind of, not so much to compliment them, but to make them feel like we're close. We're together.
See if he says sound or spot on once more.
Oh, really? So they've been, obviously they've met through the shop. They've met through working together now in your shop, and but they've now started meeting up on the sly.
They decided to have a night out together.
Holy fuck!
So after they had the night out, Kyle's now decided he's going to become a paramedic.
A paramedic, wonderful.
Really become a paramedic.
Can I just say before you carry on there that Maximum Damage Ramage has joined the chat group. Maximum Damage. Good to see you back around, pal. So yeah, Maximum Damage Ramage. So they've got together. We'll have a night out in the piss.
Yeah. So.
Because they're quite close, and they're not age-wise. No. Okay,
they were discussing that the other day, that my sister was 18 and in the tune, whilst, Kyle, by the way, neurodivergency, the Nicki Minaj part of Monster.
Yes, okay.
He knows it word for word.
Oh, of course he does. Holy shit.
Yeah. That is a fucking autistic skill unlocked. Right?
I think that's more of a gay man skill, to be fair.
Well, it was his mum's birthday. Belated happy birthday, Claire. We do have you a birthday present, but nobody showed up.
We do. Exactly.
And it's a shame she can't tell you about how she fucked up my birthday. So,
how she fucked up your birthday?
So that's content for the next show. This is technically an XS show, really, is it?
Was this during the meal, was it? Or?
No, in general.
In general? Oh, no. Coops, what did you do?
So, it was her birthday.
Okay, just passed.
And I said to Kyle, what have you got your mum for her birthday? And he's like, I don't know. Because she's wanting a hairdryer, but I've forgotten what one it is.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is it? He's like, something called Diva.
Diva, okay.
So I'm not technically inclined with the phone, but I found it straight away.
Okay.
And
quick Google, Diva hairdryer. Boom, there you go.
Found it straight away, and I'm like, Kyle, we can get tomorrow. Oh no, I don't know if that's the right one. So I'm like, well, I'll ask her when I see her on Wednesday.
Okay.
So I asked her, and she went mental. He better not buy my hairdryer, but it's this one. So,
but it's this one, okay.
yeah. So he come in on Saturday and says, "It's your mom's birthday. If you got around here, no, I gotta be arsed." They're like, "It's your mom's birthday, Kyle. Come on."
Oh, Kyle, hot sauce.
She wants his hair. How am I going to get this hairdryer today? I says, "Well, does she not work inside a hair salon?
Mm-hmm.
Surely they can point in the right direction.
Surely.
Why didn't I think of this?" So,
for fuck's sake.
One phone call later, we're in the car and we're away.
Okay.
Now, it was a good thing I was there.
Right.
But in this traffic conundrum to get there, carpool karaoke.
Excellent.
Now, he knows the entire words to Nicki Minaj's part of Monster.
Okay.
He does not know Elton John's part in Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me.
Really? That would be a song I would expect him to know about.
So I had to cover both sides of the fence.
Of course.
And when we got to the place that we're picking up this hairdryer, the song wasn't over, but we had to sit there and finish it.
Right.
Full blast. Oh, another neurodivergent thing.
Right.
If you go and turn his volume up, his volume button has the universal symbol for standby.
Okay, right.
Circle with a dash in it, right?
Right, okay.
If you turn that up, he will go mental.
Really? How come?
It must be pointing up.
Really?
He will do it from the steering wheel. He went fucking ballistic because I did it twice.
So he has to control the volume from the steering column rather than from the button. So the button stays pointing up the way. Holy shit, okay.
So he went fucking Mike with that twice. So we sat there and sang the rest of this song whilst people were walking back and forth.
Okay.
Then we go in, and it was a competition to see who could be the most gay, the most flamboyant, me or him.
Okay. I know. I've never seen you yet properly kind of, how can I say, gaying it up a little bit. You know, the lighting the loafers, little rest it.
Oh, I was comping it up, and I was recognized straight away, and I think he got really annoyed by that, so he comped it even more. So we come out. He just paid a lot of money. For
a lot of money. Okay, yeah.
And we came out. I'm looking at it going, Giza, look, not the right hairdryer.
Oh,
Anthony, the hairdryer your mum wants. It is. Trust me, it's nay. And then I looked it up and I'm like, they've just charged you 50 quid more for this thing than you could get it online for. That's the wrong one. Trust me.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm so sorry, darling. There's been a problem. The wrong one. So we finally got the right one. We left and went back up.
Okay.
But that night, my sister and him are going out.
Right.
So, part of a start with this. This is amazing.
So they've arranged to go out for a night in the sauce together. Just the two of them, or with a group?
A couple of my sister's pals and him. So they got the cheers, then they're going to the tunnels.
Okay, good choice. Okay.
So my sister got an ecky up her dupe.
Fuck's sake.
She's like,
is she still ingesting this stuff rectally?
Yeah, you shelve it.
You shelve it, okay, right. What the fuck is shelving?
Stick it up your bum.
But how's that a shelving it? I don't get the reference when you shelve it.
Because you're not putting it in your stomach to dissolve, you're putting up your bum to dissolve.
Okay, and it's a shelf. You put it on the shelf. So yes. it's a longer activation period, essentially.
Yeah, fuck knows. But she loves a shelf.
Okay, right, okay. So, but then what if you have a massive fart and you just fling it into your knickers? How do you just thumb it back in again, or what do you do?
I think Kyle would struggle with shelving. So.
I think he would. Aye.
Anyway, she'd shelved this, so she's coming up from the Eki.
Okay.
She needs a tactical spew.
Right,
so
okay.
Go to the lobbies, and it's a mixed gender toilet.
Wonderful.
Kyle's loving it.
Oh,
he's loving being surrounded by lassies, pissing and shouting.
Oh, he'd be delighted. And I bet they're loving him too because he's a completely non-threatening giant poofter.
Well, he kept harassing my sister for stuff, and she's like, no, you're not getting in.
Oh, good girl.
That's it. You're not getting fuck all.
Mm-hmm.
No. And he kept pestering. And then when she come in to tell him about stuff the following couple of days, she's going, I'm regretting this. I'm fucking regretting it because he kept hassling me. I don't want to be the one that puts him in this downward spiral. I kept telling her, I've got a pressure. I don't think I could do it again. And We'll get to that. He went into the cubicle with her. He's like, "Oh, you can have a party in here."
Oh,
So my sister has a spew, and he was stressing because she needed a spew, but it was a tactical spew.
right. Okay.
He's obviously not inclined to tactical spews yet.
Yes.
So he was stressing it about that, and then he's like a bit pissed. And he says to my sister, "Can I tell you a secret?"
Okay.
And she came in, because Kyle came in the following day.
Should we be hearing this? It was a secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
The shittest secret, right? That like even the word secret builds it up to something. Trust me, it's hot. It's not even a good secret.
Okay.
But he's mortified by it.
Oh,
It's great.
I'm excited now.
So I was excited because Kyle came in the following day to me while I was working. And he was just being a bit strange. He kept looking at me weird, like.
Okay, right.
And now I realize.
Is it because he fancies you?
Could you blame him?
I wouldn't blame him, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know, that massive feed is a great place for a landing site. You know?
He kept looking at me like, now that I realized, knowing what I know now, that it was obviously, do you know any secrets about me?
Oh, so he was worried that she had told you already what the secret was.
Yes.
I got you. Okay, right.
His. So he left, and then the following day, my sister came in. She goes, "Oh," I goes, "How was this night out?" She goes, "Fucking wise up." Wait till I tell you this.
Oh,
He told, right. So I'll start from the beginning. They're in the cubicle, and he's. Can I tell you a secret? And she said, "He told my secret," and I went, "Tell me this secret right fucking now."
right. Okay.
No, he promised me not to say it. It's not even a big secret, really. So I suppose I could tell you.
Excellent.
Straight away, she caved. And it was fit as it. He goes, "Well, promise me you are telling me." And she thought he was a way to like confess something very residual to his soul to her.
Right.
He went home, and because, as he's explained to us on shows before, he likes to wear his Kelvins because it makes him feel cute.
Oh, yes, he does. Aye.
Apparently, these Kelvins were not dry.
Okay.
So the secret being, he put them in the microwave to dry them.
To cook the pants. Okay. Because microwaves are great for drying off fucking clothes, as we've all. No.
So is a hairdryer.
Hair dryers are even better.
So this was his secret. I'm going,
Not the new hair dryer.
No.
Okay.
And I'm going, is that it? That's his secret. He's like, he was determined I wasn't supposed to tell anybody. I thought it'd be something a bit different. But well, I'm glad you told me.
So the secret was that he dried his pants in the microwave, and he was concerned that you maybe knew about this.
He was mortified.
Oh, that's wonderful.
He was mortified of the idea, right? So he come in the Wednesday that my sister was there. He came in, and my sister said to him, "Go tell my brother your secret." He's like, "No, God, no." And I knew about it, so I'm like, "Go on, Kyle, tell me." He's like, no, darling, I'm not telling you. I'm like, straight away, how to get into Kyle? Reverse psychology. I went, "You know something, Kyle? Fine.
Don't tell me. Fuck you.
I don't need to hear it." He's like, "All right, okay." I'm like, "No."
Genius.
He cracked straight away. And I'm like, "No, Kyle, I don't want to hear it. Do not tell me." He's like, "Oh," and his face was red. Like I seen his face. Was red.
Wise up.
His face went red. And I'm like, so I waited, bought me time, played with him a little bit. I went, "So, Kyle, how many minutes did it take to dry your knickers in the microwave?" "Oh, God." So he's mortified, right?
Okay.
There, the red face, a customer comes straight in and I goes, "You can?" He microwaves his knickers.
Oh,
his
nice.
Redder. But this customer never listens. He wants to moan about his life, and Kyle doesn't know this yet. He was mortified about this. This was his story.
Someone who comes into your shop and only wants to moan about their own life.
Not for a while.
Holy fuck.
I know. In joke. So, right, he did that, right? But he kept trying to turn it around on me in the past couple of weeks.
Okay.
Because there's a customer that comes in and he loves.
Oh, is there?
And he's creeped on them. Because he comes into the shop every Saturday and he comes like stumbling in. He was like really, I goes, "You all right?" He goes, "No, I'm pissed off. I just got sent off for 10 games playing football."
Okay.
I goes, "Kyle, give this man a hug." And he's like, "Oh, darling."
Oh.
And he did give him a hug. And as soon as he hugged him, Kyle went to me. And I'm like, "What the fuck?" So he came in on Saturday, and I was going to tell him.
Again, that
Kyle,
won't translate too well to the podcast listeners out there, but you were making a very orgasmic face there. You know, just for reference sake. Yes, okay.
It's nightmare fuel seeing his face.
Oh,
like that.
no. You don't want to see his tickly bit face.
No, so the guy came in this Saturday, and he never come in the Saturday before. And I told Kyle, I says, I'm going to tell him. Dinner. And he came in this Saturday before I had a chance to say hello. Kyle says, he microwaves his knickers and pointed at me. And then he looked at me and he went, what? And then I explained it to him. But he's one of them. He's obviously, he's bony, but he's thick.
Okay, right.
So he's like, he couldn't take it in. But, so back to Kyle's night.
Right, okay.
As soon as him and my sister had left the cubicle, Kyle had this look of abject fear and horror on his face.
Oh, okay.
And he like grabbed my sister. My sister's like, yeah, right. And he went, because he's drunk. Did I just show you my Bobby?
Oh. Oh, what?
My sister's like, what? Did I just show you my Bobby? She's like, no. He went, and then they got down the stairs back to the bar and he went, you promise I didn't just show you my Bobby? So he was terrified that he'd showed my sister his dick.
Right, okay.
So they have this night out, they go to the tunnels and they're there. And Kyle said he really enjoyed it because it was the only place he was able to go to where people weren't staring at him.
Okay, right.
So he really enjoyed it.
Okay, cool.
But there's a photo of him and my sister. It's at the end of the party, the lights have come on, and he just looks miserable.
Oh, really?
Because he's like, is that it? Over and done with.
Oh, no, Bliss.
He's gone, Bliss, go put on Donna Summer, please.
So bless the wee fucking summer child.
He's cunted, right?
Right, okay.
Cunted by this point. So,
do you remember those days, Lurchy, when you could go out in town for a few beers and you'd be horrified by the lights coming on at the end of the night? Whereas these days you're like, I just want to go home to bed. I just want to go. What's that, 10:30? I want to go home to bed.
I've always been a house.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So he decided he was going to go home with my sister.
Okay.
I thought of getting a taxi to Stonehaven. He's like, no, I'll go with my sister.
So she was okay with the idea of having Kyle come back to hers?
Yes, but I don't think my sister's boyfriend was.
Oh, right. Okay, okay.
Because he also pervs on him.
Does he? Oh, wonderful.
He came into me on the Tuesday when he was like fishing out to see if I knew about his microwave knickers.
Okay.
He was fishing with me and he goes, I don't mind telling you, but I would do dirty things to that boy's bumhole there.
No.
Aye.
Does the boyfriend know that that hot sauce has got a wee kind of, a wee tickly thought about him?
Well, I think he did when Kyle climbed into bed with him because he was that night.
So Kyle's going, oh, for fuck's sake. So hot sauce has gone back to your sister's and then climbed in bed with the boyfriend. Climbed
into bed. He's unwell. He's been being sick all night. So
okay.
So Kyle climbed in. He goes, how you darling?
Oh no.
But how you darling?
Could you imagine? And you've been feeling fluey all day. You've been in and out of consciousness. You've been napping on and off all day. You're maybe in a deep slumber, and the lights are off, and it's like 2 a.m. And you feel the bed. You feel the bed. The bed's going down on one side. Oh, here we go. That's my good lady back home from her night out. Hope she had a good time. And then you feel this big fucking hand like mine come over and just grab your chest and like, hello, darling. And you would just go fucking mental.
I think you would wonder more why the quilt went really high.
Do you know it's like that advert used to be for the sleep mattresses with the duck and the hippo? They get on the bed and they're just sit kind of evenly. Just steal all that fucking... I'm not saying Kyle's a hippo by any means, he's not. But just he's a fucking bear, right? He's a brute. And I can't imagine your sister has a man or a partner. Again, I'm just throwing it out there. A partner that she couldn't take in a fight, Well...
Kyle's in the bed, and my sister's like, right, come on.
Get out of there.
He's like, is it no room for 3, no? And she's like, no, get out the fucking bed.
Oh, Kyle, bless.
Rather than get out the way he went in, Kyle decided to climb over to the bed.
Oh, right, okay.
And then break it.
No, he didn't. He broke your sister's bed with the ill boyfriend in the bed.
Yep.
So... Has he just snapped the legs, or has he broken the chassis, or what's he done?
It was a wooden bed.
Oh no!
The
Jeez.
entire fucking bed is now. We just had to kick the last post out because all three of them went.
Oh no!
So they're now sleeping on the floor. So,
So it's
hey, it gets better though.
okay.
We're not done yet.
Is it
We
like
break
the
the bed.
WCW ring when fucking the giant got choke slammed onto the mat and the whole thing collapsed?
Boof.
There you
Taz
go, right,
disappears,
got you.
it is gone bound.
That's the one,
Kyle's
yep.
still there.
Okay,
So he then goes into the spare room.
okay.
So he goes into the spare room. That's fine. My sister and our boyfriends are in this broken bed now on the floor. And
Excellent.
Kyle threw in the spare room. And she said it was fine until about 20 minutes in. This is my favorite bit.
Oh, so wait.
Fucking wise up. She said all you could hear from the spare room was, up you come, darling. Come on, darling. Up you come. Up you come, darling. Up you come, darling. She said 20 minutes. She's going, come on, darling. Up you come.
Oh no!
And she shouts to him, going, Kyle, are you all right? He's going, I'm trying to get a dog to jump up onto the bed. The dog's with them.
Okay.
He's speaking a suitcase in the spare room for 20 minutes. Up you come, darling.
Oh fucking hell!
Fucking ruined
Speak into
me.
a suitcase. Oh
Up you,
fucking
up you
hell!
come, darling. So she shouts to Kyle, you okay? He goes, I'm trying to get a dog up. She's like, it's through here with us. He's like,
It's fucking
So,
cold.
goes
Oh
to sleep.
Jesus!
he goes to sleep and like, she goes, so another 20 minutes passed and all I could hear was, ah, ah, ah. And she shouts to Kyle, are you okay? He's like, I'm fine. Apparently that's how Kyle sleeps.
Oh no, because he'll have sleep apnea. I'm assuming.
Aye. And and when she told him, he didn't know about this until he
Oh,
come in that day.
no.
He's like, oh God, I even sleep gay.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, it's the best, folks. I think we'll call an end to tonight's show on that note. Thank you all for hanging around, Lurchy. That's been wonderful. Fucking. Well, the next show obviously we'll do in person, but it's been fun having an online show for a change. Hope you all had a good time. We will catch you again hopefully in 2 weeks' time. I'll confirm the times and dates on the Facebook page, facebook.com/DHB. Oh, sorry, Dog Eyes Bastards. Of course, go to DHBRadio.com. There you go. Look for all the details about the show. You of course can.
Late there, was it?
Do you know what? I'll do it here. It's fine. I'll add it on at the end. And of course, go to obviously if you go to our Facebook group and it's DHB, search for DHB Radio Show chat group. You'll find us all in there. But if you look at any of the posts on dhbradio.com, you'll find our Discord. I think what we might do is for a future XS show is record one of these sessions in the DHB the chat room. It's there, so it's like this video calls, but anyone can come and go and say whatever they want. Do it that way. So, Lurchy,
Can I get split cameras on my one?
split cameras. I'm not sure. You probably can. Yeah, you probably
Or
could.
would I need fivers here on a Wednesday sitting next to me?
No. So what we could do is, if we're doing this again online, is if you feed the output from OBS, the broadcast software we use for the show, and you feed that into your Discord, that would be your video source. So you could have the split cameras, you see, and do that way.
Show me.
We'll
this
discuss
shit.
that next time we're together, exactly. So yeah, folks, if you're free and able, jump into the Discord there. We're going to try and do maybe a few more kind of like communal kind of videos. We're chatting to the listeners. And with that, I can say good night, God bless. We'll see you again soon. It's been wonderful. Take care of yourselves. Get fucked, Steveosaurus, and toodaloo. Stay sexy, pals. Toodaloo. Oh.
Give a little bit of that, no, yeah. Look, Chip. Ha ha. Original Mr. Lurgy. Yeah. Catch a groove now, Maynard. Catch a groove now. I hope your man will love to make you moist and wet. I hope your man will love to make you moan and sweat. I hope your man will love to make you scream out yes. Mr. Lurgy. I hope your man will love to make you moist and wet. I hope